Hello, I'm Anil Kumar from Toronto, Canada. This is one of the most beautiful cities in the world to live in. We have excellent environment and all around us we can enjoy nature. I live very close to the Humber River. You must have seen some of my videos of my morning walks along the river Humber. In this particular video, I am going to share with you a glimpse from my kitchen garden. Well, as you know, we all love nature and we care about the ecosystem. So there is a biodiversity here in the kitchen garden itself. It does mean a lot to us. So what do we do for this biodiversity? One, we have variety of plants. We take care of the soil. It is very rich, and there are a lot of organisms which are living there. And then the most important is the birds and animals which visit our garden. There are more than 20 birds and animals, which 20 types of birds and animals which visit our garden. I'll share some of them with you in this particular video. We'll begin with the Blue Jays, of course, right? When you talk about Toronto, Blue Jays come first. And then we'll show you some common visitors and then some rare visitors. Amongst the common visitors are, of course, rabbits, cardinals, squirrels, hawks, sparrows. We'll have a look at some of the exotic species found in this city. One of them is the hummingbird, then the beautiful waxwing and the Baltimore oriole. We'll also see the collaboration. Let us say if you have a sunflower, then who all visit this sunflower and how do they enjoy the seeds? Let's enjoy the series. Flock of blue jays. Well, it is almost blue in our kitchen garden, as you can see. I counted more than 25 blue jays in this small area. Now, the question for you: do blue jays have blue pigment? Well, the color of the wings is blue, but do they have blue pigment? You'll be surprised they don't. They have brown pigment instead. Now the question comes, how do we see this blue color? The answer lies in the fact that scattering lights, when the sunlight reflects from the surface of their wings, it scatters and it produces blue color as blue color scatters most. So it's actually an illusion. Find it interesting? How about this? If ants get into blue jays, then what will be the consequences? Will the blue jays die? These are amazing birds. They know how to deal with ants. Isn't that amazing? Blue jays are married for the life. They have life partners. And they are very similar. You cannot really distinguish between male and female blue jays. But then, can you figure out in a group of three which one is the female? Another amazing thing to observe. Well, the males follow female. That gives you an idea, right? So I hope you find interesting to know about the bird as we visit them. Oh my God. The raccoons in the kitchen garden. They are not welcome. See, there are three raccoons which I just noticed, and they're up this maple tree. Maple tree is iconic to Canada, correct? And they've got refuge in the maple tree. I can't do much. Just wait for them to leave. Now, here is a rabbit. They visit us regularly, make burrows. Some do not like rabbits in their kitchen garden, as they eat a lot of stuff. But you'll be amazed to know that in our garden we have very good yield, and it is not affected by any of these animals which you are seeing in the video. So I think some way or the other they are helping us out. I don't know if it is their burrows or something else. But the result is that we are getting much better food from our kitchen than otherwise. Rabbits nibble from the top. It could be harmful for some growing plants, but it is in general healthy for many plants. Their growth is much faster and better. Excellent growth of tomatoes, you can see here, right? Absolutely clean, spotless. This is the vine tomato. Greco, a beautiful, you can say, black bird, but actually the colors are rich blue. Sometimes we see these colors in peacocks, right? It travels thousands of kilometers to come here. These birds, which you see, they all feed on insects also. And that is one reason why the product of our kitchen garden is very good. All these tomatoes, they're spotless. Survival of the fittest. Caterpillar has survived against all odds. You need to pay some cost of enjoying so many benefits. many butterflies visit us. Well, this is monarch butterfly, just zero point 0.5 grams and about 9 centimeter wingspan. It has traveled more than 3,000 kilometers. The life cycle to adulthood for monarch is around 30 days, and it lives further for just 60 more days, in which it covers another 3,000 kilometers. A very busy insect, like most. Common garter snake. They are normally 2 feet long, the dark body with light green color stripes. They have just come out of hibernation and they are looking for mating. It is interesting to watch so many birds at the bird feeder. I enjoy this sight a lot. As you can see, the cardinal is very friendly with most of the birds. So sparrows and cardinals, they share time and peacefully enjoy. dove. Another peace-loving bird normally stays away when there are many birds around, but can find a lot of food in the grass. The real troublemakers are these squirrels. It's like a nuisance here with squirrels. They will fight, they'll do everything and spill the seeds all over the place. Well, it is good for other birds, like dove you saw, right? Eating the seeds which have been spilled over all over the place. Now comes blue jays. That's a competition to squirrel. It's really fun to watch squirrels and blue jays together. If there is more than one blue jay, then the squirrels will not have a chance to be there at the feeder. All this feed is slightly bigger, or rather smaller than the big bird, blue jay. Well, this feeder is slightly smaller for the blue jay. However, they do find food and they love sunflower seeds. From these seeds, we get a lot of sunflowers also. We'll look into how these different birds and animals enjoy sunflower. Here is American goldfinch. It is very systematic in its approach. You'll find that the American goldfinch will eat the seeds from the sides first in a circular order. Very peace-loving bird, just sits there calmly. And it camouflages. You will not even come to know that an American goldfinch is around. I've seen many of them here around the sunflowers. There you go, squirrel again. Very destructive. Well, when the squirrel comes, all others have to leave. They can hang with their tails upside down and eat the flower and the seeds and everything. Some of them will actually cut the flower and put them on the ground and then feed. Very intelligent animals. Here is the most exotic animal which visits our garden, the hummingbird, just a thumb long, beautiful. It can fly back and forth, it can stay in the air at one place. Now comes the most beautiful bird visiting our garden, the exotic hummingbird. They don't stay much here, but on their migratory path, they do visit our kitchen garden. What you see here is that the hummingbird is visiting from one flower to another, and all these flowers are of long squash. We call it Lauki in our local language, Hindi. Now, this is a foreign species, but still, hummingbirds love it. And I noticed that this hummingbird actually visited each and every flower. It is kind of late in the season, late spring, so there are not so many flowers around. That could be one reason. As you can notice, hummingbirds can fly backwards also. They can stay at one particular spot and then drink nectar very easily. Here is a question for you. Do they use their beak for the nectar? Yes or no? Well, some of you must have guessed it. It is their tongue. The tongue is slightly forked and there are two capillaries which will suck the nectar from the flower. So, strictly speaking, it is the tongue which helps them get the nectar from the flower. An amazing fact, correct? Now let's look at more exotic birds visiting our kitchen garden. The oriole. This is the Baltimore oriole. Very beautiful. It has the shades of orange, red, and the wings with black and white colors. Extremely beautiful bird. I love her songs also. We have seen oriole with the chicks. But here you see another bird, which is, in fact, these are the chicks of that bird, waxwing. Waxwings are actually one of the prettiest birds visiting our garden. They normally have two chicks. So the pair is waiting for the mother, which is just about to come, you can see, and feed the chicks. What a sight! It's a rare sight. I have seen this just about 3-4 times in last 10 years. Baby waxwings being fed by their mother. Baby waxwings are slightly dull, but the mother colors are beautiful shades of green, orange, olive green. The tail tip is yellow and their feathers will have 2 dots of red color. Very remarkable, starking red color. You can probably notice here in the video. That is another beauty, a very rare sight. What you see here is a cowbird chick being fed by a sparrow. The chick is twice the size of the sparrow and has ferocious diet. The sparrows, they work relentlessly to feed this chick. Cowbirds are pest here. Their numbers are growing. In my garden, I have seen this for the first time. Here's a skunk. It visits normally at night, so I don't really get many videos of skunk. I don't want to be close to skunk either. Well, kind of scared of them. Wants to just keep away. Nothing goes unnoticed. Hawks and falcons visit our garden regularly. They keep a check on the growing population of these birds. And you'll notice that most birds are very alert. In all the video, you must have seen, they don't really stay for long at one place, mainly because the hawks are around. They are around even in winter. This one is a young juvenile. As I was saying, they're around in the winter also. Well, when there is light snow and there's scarcity of food, the garden still provides a lot of food to all the birds. And so, birds keep visiting us. And therefore, the hawk is also there. Possum, that's a very rare sight. The only marsupialian in our area. They survive all these conditions. In Canada, we have very few possums as compared to America, but the whole of Americas has been inhabited by them. In my last visit to New Zealand, I saw some signs where possum was a pest. They want to kill it at sight. Looks very cute. I think for garden it is not bad. Canadian geese. The formation is amazing. I love to capture this formation. They also travel a lot. Most of them go south in winter. Cardinals and blue jays, they stay with us all winter long. That red on white, it looks amazing. We also call them red jays. These sparrows, they find home everywhere, right? They probably enjoy the heating of these houses and so can stay in very close to the walls. Very healthy birds. The summer is about to come and birds are back again. You see the garden thriving once again. This summer, the month of May, we see so many chicks around. American goldfinch is feeding her babies, baby chicks. amazing sight. American goldfinch loves the sunflower seeds, and so we have many around all the summer here. Cooper's hawk keep a close watch on all the activities in the kitchen garden. They can pounce upon any opportunity. Well, here is a unique visit. The white pigeon. We got this white pigeon only once. It was a very touching moment. I'd lost my mother, and that summer, this white pigeon visited us. It actually came inside my house, and I felt that the spirit of my mother is back. It stayed with us for about an hour and then left. Now let's enjoy the garden with the family. My grandson, they like, there's so much to explore. The long squash which we have in our garden is more than a meter long. You will never see this size in the market. This year itself, we had more than 50 long squash. They're pretty heavy. As you can see, Nirvan is trying to get them, but really can't. Even to hold and put them on the table is a massive job. What you see now is a Brussels sprout. So Brussels sprouts are very delicious and healthy. That is our apple tree. Well, this apple tree is no more now, but it is always it was always loaded with apples. The reason for this tree to come down was just a heavy rain. When the tree could not take its own weight, there were thousands of apples on this tree. And also, it has to take the load of long squash. Nirvan once painted in his school an apple tree with a long squash. That is what he sees at his Nanu's house. Well, we all enjoy the garden, especially the apple juice fresh from the garden, or so many dishes from the long squash, tomato sauce and preparations from tomatoes. Then we have chilies and so many other vegetables. I hope you enjoyed this series. We'll come back with you to share something more about our kitchen garden and the visitors to the garden soon. Thanks for your time and all the best. Thank you.